Hello and welcome back. Today we will see the supplementary reader of class 12th, VISTAS. And the first chapter in VISTAS is the third level. Third level is a story of mental struggle, of thinking about a refuge, thinking about a world which is beyond the physical world. So, we begin the chapter. The protagonist of the story, Charlie, is a 31 years old man and he narrates the story. He begins with, the entire world believes the Grand Central Railway of New York has only 2 levels, whereas he believes the Grand Central Railway has 3 levels, and he firmly believes this. He shares this notion with one of his psychiatrist friend, Sam. Sam tries to explain the situation. He says, you have been troubled by the sorrow, by wars, by mean people, by so many painful things in this world. So perhaps you try to escape this world. And in that sense, sometimes it is waking dream wishful thinking. You are having a dream coming true, or you are realizing a dream when you are awakened. He says, as far as I know, everybody wants to escape this world. So why I only experience this third world or third level or the different world? Why other people do not experience it? My grandfather, he was a fond stamp collector. His hobby was to collect stamps. So was he seeking a refuge there? He was very happy in his space, in his time. He was very happy. And thereon, he starts narrating the story. One day, in summer, he was late from the office. And he took the subway because he believes the bus always gets late and subway is a faster means of communication, transportation. And he has to reach to his wife, Lucia. So he goes through the subway. He crosses the first level of the station, Grand Central. The second level he crosses. And then suddenly he realizes he is going somewhere which is absolutely extraordinary territory. A territory which he has never been to. It goes left and right and swaying here and there. And he reaches ultimately to a place. He thought he has come back to the second level. But then he sees the surroundings of that level. Actually, it was not the second level. He reached the third level that he has been always talking about. And this is not the first time he has experienced this. Earlier, he had an experience that he has gone into a tunnel, a 1 mile long tunnel. There, he ended up in a hotel room from that tunnel. One time, at one of the times, he realized that he has gone through a space, and then from there he reached to a 6th story or 4th story building. So he had this experience many a times, and this time he has reached to a different level altogether. That is third level of the Grand Central Railway Station, New York, and nobody knows about this third level. He sees the ambience, which is totally different. It was very old. It was very ancient type of station, and he saw the people. The dress up, the get up of the people was also very, very ancient. It is like we today in this world, we go back, we see somebody of pre-independence era of India. There we may see people wearing dhoti, kurta and different get up. Similarly, when he went there, he saw the people in a different get up. He wanted to make sure where he is. So he approaches a shop, a small shop. The counters were small, ticket counters were small, the gate, the decoration, the ambience, totally different. He went on and he purchased a newspaper. The paper, The World. And The World newspaper has long been withdrawn. The paper is no more in use. It has been stopped publishing. He took the paper and he saw the date. Date mentioned June 11th, 1894, and bang on. This was the proof that he has actually time traveled. He has come to the past. Because a man from the 20th century is experiencing a newspaper of the 18th century. People of the men from the 20th century experiencing 19th century. People of 19th century, newspaper of 19th century. So after ensuring that he has actually time traveled and he has come to the 19th century. He went to the ticket counter and he asked for 2 tickets to Galesburg, Illinois, and for himself and for his wife, because he wanted to actually go there. And when he made the payment, the ticket counter person, the person who was sitting there, he was surprised and asked him, "Is it a joke to you? What are these you are showing to me?" And Charlie quickly realized that this is 19th century and not 20th century. He need to produce the currency of 19th century, but that he did not have. Obviously, he was in 20th century man. He cannot have 19th century currency. So he decided he will go back, exchange the currency, purchase the 19th century currency, and will come back. He left the station. He went to the bank, withdraw $300 and exchange it for the 19th century currency. And then again he came back to Grand Central. But this time there was no escape. There was no third level. He tried and tried and tried. He kept thinking that when I did not try to go to the third level, I actually landed up there. Now when I am trying to go to the third level, there is no third level. So he thought this Grand Central Railway is like branches which goes one place to another place to another place and actually spread all over New York. You may land up somewhere else, you may land up somewhere else. And he has experienced this many a time. But when he is actually searching for the third level, he did not get it. He was quite upset. He went back to his home and thought that actually what his psychiatrist friend told him about his mental state, about his trying to escape was true. There is no third level. That day he believed. After some time, he realized that he has not seen Sam, his psychiatrist friend, for many days. What could be the matter there? And one day when he was going through his grandfather's stamp collection, there he saw one cover stamp. What is a first day cover stamp? What is a first day cover? The person who collects the stamp, whenever a new stamp is issued, he purchases that stamp, the first sale, he purchases that stamp, he takes a blank paper and address himself only so that he gets the actual date of the stamp. That is called first cover. So he saw first cover there of his grandfather and he opened the first cover. Out of curiosity, he opened the first cover. When he opened the first cover and he read, it was not blank. First cover meant to be blank, but this first cover was not blank. It was a letter. This was a letter from Sam. Surprising. His grandfather, who is already dead and he lived way back in 19th century, received a letter from Sam. And Sam knew that my friend Charlie used to live with grandfather. So therefore, he decided, I will read the letter. He read the letter. And Sam told that I had actually reached the third level. I am actually there now. And I am enjoying my life. I am in Galesburg, Illinois. And this is a fantastic place. People are so happy. Some people are playing piano. Some people are playing guitar, dancing, music, and no tension here. People are so happy here. And you must not give up your hope. You will reach to the third level one day. There is a world beyond this world. And you must try to that world. And on this note, he becomes happy and Charlie thinks that one day he will surely end up getting to the third level and away from this world, away from this sufferings, the pain, the weeping, the people fighting with each other, the wars, and so many things are going on. So with this notion, the chapter ends here. What do we see in this chapter? The theme of the chapter is, there is a man called Charlie trying to escape this world because of all the sufferings and pains and other things. He wanted a peaceful world. And in his imagination, he starts seeing a world beyond the world. This is we all experience in our daily life. And on this note, I wrap up the chapter today. See you again in the next chapter. Thank you.